Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. The Show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the Brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway, and today on the hill, Edwards Cabrera.
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor.
For the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Pauly. And he makes the catch. One away. Here's a Mets lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well. And Boog, hitters can be a little less aggressive on hard stuff early in the season just because of how cold it is and not wanting to get a stinger. Now, you think, oh, it's just a jam, it's shot, it's a broken bat. But sometimes guys get deep thumb bruises that can linger for a while. So, you just want to avoid that if you can. But at the end of an at-bat, you're just trying to battle no matter what.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. That one is absolutely belted onto the track. And he makes the catch. It's the Mets nothing, Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, Kodai Senga.
So dominant in his last start. Double-digit strikeouts. It's going to be interesting today to see if he's able to have command of his secondary pitches the way he did last time out.
Bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez.
Otto Lopez.
That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Senga. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And time now for the Marlins lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Xavier Edwards in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. And here's the catcher,
Francisco Alvarez.
Cabrera in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's is downstairs. Ball 1. On the ground to 3rd. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6th, the 3rd baseman, Mark Vientos.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Mark Vientos. Went deep in the ball game last night. That one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Out to short, Edwards. Boots it.
Nope, he's safe.
Most of the time, first basemen make those picks in the dirt look pretty easy, but that was a tough one on his backhand side right there. He got his glove down and gave it a good effort, just couldn't get it to stick in the pocket. So, unfortunately, his teammate gets tagged with an error.
Starling Marte up to hit. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Out towards right center field. They got it for out number 2. Jeff McNeil stands in.
The 2nd baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hill brings it in, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom of the 2nd. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Just missed.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one in the air, right field. 1 down.
Batting 5th, the 1st baseman, Jonah.
And now the 1st baseman, Jonah Bride. Bride launched a homer in his most recent game. Swinging a foul straight back. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Third home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Swing and a pop-up. Lindor makes the grab for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. And pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Graham Pauley getting ready to hit. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ball popped up. McNeil. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Miami strikes first on the solo homer. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. Cabrera back to work. Hit in the air, left field. Pauley makes the grab, 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Here's a high chopper. Lindor retired.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get up to the plate.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Hill makes the catch, inning over. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
just struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill. He swings and fouls one off. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball. 1-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that
Ball.
misses. And it's 2-2.
2-2.
Right side, Alonso steps on first for the out.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Otto Lopez.
So the lineup flips over, and at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that one wrapped foul. To the right side, McNeil handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Foul ball there.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. Late swing, fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Soto round second, heads for third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. First time up, he grounded to third. And a big swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
And that one in the air center field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The tying run is in to score from third.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
The third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
The batter, number 6.
Here's Starling Marte. Fly to right his first time. Line drive. Base hit into the outfield. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here is Jeff McNeil. Hard hit, right side. Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And next for the Mets, Jose Siri. Fly to left his first time. Fought off foul. Just missed.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-2.
Chases that one out of the zone. They limit the damage here. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mets 2 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Hitter, Kodai.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Popped up, Lindor. And it's caught for the out.
The batter, number 9.
Xavier Edwards will hit next.
Edwards.
And that's in there for strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Third base.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. Swings through that.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Alvarez. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Miami down in order. And they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first. One away here in the 5th.
Now batting, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
So digging in, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. Nimmo goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He circles the bases, his second homer of this series, and they add on. It's 3-1.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One down. Juan Soto, the next to hit. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. The throw in safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, here we are, third time through the
Now
order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. And the righty deals. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Edwards Cabrera done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Marlins, Jesus Tinoco.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runner on at first with one gone, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. This one smoked, could be trouble. Alonso headed for third. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Waste no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumping, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Just missed. And that is out of play. Swings and misses. That's strike two. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Seth Martinez getting loose out there. Enriquez also throwing. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Alvarez leads off second with one gone in the inning. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there,
lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home, he will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Ground ball to the right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Marlins 1. Back here in Miami, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jonah Bride. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-2.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So up next, Jesus Sanchez. In there, and it's 0-1.
Boog over. % of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Alonso takes it to the bag, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. Flied out his first time. And there's a foul ball. Senga ready to fire now. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, catcher,
Agustin Ramirez. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Hill in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pauley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through that one for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
He caught him looking for the K. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Jose Siri.
The center fielder, Jose Siri.
Tinoco back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one. And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Got him swinging.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Gloves it on the dive from his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
But he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
So 2 down now, and here is Brandon Nimmo. High fly ball out towards left center. Paulie sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 6 and the Marlins 2.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Sean Reed Foley.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Otto Lopez digs in now.
The second baseman, Otto Lopez.
Check swing, called strike.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. Well, a pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
Conine in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Mets leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Way out front for strike
1 and
2.
the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swing and a ground ball. McNeil sends it to first. Marlins set down in order, so they go quietly there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Marlins 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ronnie Enriquez. This is his 3rd time out this year. Here's Juan Soto. 3 for 3. He's doubled twice and single. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Ramirez makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Seth Martinez up and loosening in the pen. Cronin warming up as well. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, out towards left center. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, The catcher,
Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Ground ball left side. And that is the third out of the inning. Offense held in check there. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the Mets 6 and the Marlins 2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Frankie Montas. This is his first appearance of the season. And now here is Connor Norby.
The third baseman.
Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
No, that's outside.
Just
Ball.
off the outside edge.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent. It's so much fun to watch.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up next for Miami, Jonah Bride. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. The Fish down by 4. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that misses. And it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
In for a strike. And the count is even 2-2. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. So digging in, Jesus Sanchez.
The right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one ripped, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Ground ball right side. Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. And first offering is fouled off. Enriquez measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a changeup, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Back up the middle and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now Starling Marte.
1-0.
On the ground to third, might be two.
Hey!
To third, tag, got it.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Next to hit, Jeff McNeil. Marte leads off first with one away. On the ground to second, might be two. Acrobatic throw for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
The center fielder, Jose Siri.
And next for the Mets, Jose Siri. 0 for 3 in this one. Up the middle. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Marlins 2.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jose Butto. He's making his second appearance of the season. So digging in, Graham Paul. The Marlins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Butto, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And that one hit to first, and that's a fair ball.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. And there's a strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
That's to third and foul ball.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Got him. 2 down.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Lopez at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Toss to Alonso, and that is that.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Marlins.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Seth Martinez. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout.
Lindor.
And the 0-1. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
0-2.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. He was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner. That's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered in this game. And there's a base hit to left. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
So up next for New York, Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. On to first. Double play. And that's the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 6 and the Marlins 2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets.
back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So now the DH spot, Griffin Kodai.
The designated hitter, Griffin Kodai.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
It's 0-1.
And that's in for a strike.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. The throw to first.
That's it.
One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Xavier
He's
Edwards.
2 outs away. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come
0-1.
right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that one is downstairs. And that is ball one. In the air out to center. Siri pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That's just a really nice catch on
Third
the
baseman,
run
number
right there.
1,
He saved extra
Hunter.
bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll
Norby.
give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Norby stands in now and watches strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swinging a foul straight back. The Fish down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things rolling, and when you get it rolling on the road, you want to make sure when you go back home, you keep it rolling.
And your final 6-2. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.